Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the public information session. My name is Christine Gould-Sadovi. I'm the president of the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities. And this session is to learn about the NJBPU's 2025 summer repair relief efforts. You will also be hearing from the utilities today. So I thank them for joining us. This session is being live streamed on YouTube. There will be a recording on our YouTube page for future reference. And before we get started into the slides, I just want to introduce the representatives from each of the investor-owned electric utilities in the state. I'll just do a brief introduction of all four, and then when it's time for them to speak, I would invite all of you to introduce yourselves again. So from Public Service Electric and Gas, we have Jane Bergen. From Jersey Central Power and Light, we have Andrew Hendry. From Atlantic City Electric, we have Susan DeVito. And from Rockland Electric Company, we have Janet Espino. So again, we'll hear from the utilities a little bit later, but I will ask them to reintroduce themselves when it's time. So, okay. Let's get started. Talking about your electric bill, I just want to make sure we're on the right slide here. So there we go. Thank you, Henry. So, again, this is the public information session about the Board of Public Utilities ratepayer relief efforts in coordination with our electric utilities. So there's a lot of information around about increasing electricity prices, who's responsible, what this means for ratepayers like you and me for this summer. And we just want to make sure that we are providing all the information that we can for ratepayers to help ensure that everyone knows what it is that we're doing with this ratepayer relief at the BPU, what services are available, what programs are available for customers to help lower their bills. So the goal of this public information session is to address questions and ensure residents know that the BPU with our utility partners are trying to protect our customers this summer and help make sure that they're able to pay their bills and that we're putting affordability within reach, especially right now, as we all know, in New Jersey and around the entire region, it is very, very hot. And we know that this, in conjunction with higher rates, will cause bills to go up. And so we want to make sure that, especially at this time, when people need to be using their air conditioners to stay cool and to stay safe, that we're providing as much relief as possible. So for some background, high level, the electric utilities like those that are with us today, like PSE&G, JCP&L, purchase electricity for residential ratepayers from an auction. The utilities don't make money off the purchase of electricity. They pass through the costs of procuring electricity to their customers. And you can see this on the supply side of your electric bill. This is not something that the Board of Public Utilities regulates. We do not regulate the supply side. Recently, there was an auction, a procurement auction led by the regional transmission operator PJM, which is an entity that coordinates the movement of electricity for this region of 67 million people. And as a result, the price of electricity as a commodity went up nearly tenfold in that auction. And in simplest terms, this means higher prices for all of us. So here's where the rubber meets the road. In the summer, electricity usage spikes. We need to use electricity for our air conditioners to stay cool, especially today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, as we're seeing temperatures around 100 degrees with even hotter feels like temperatures. We really need to make sure that we are having electricity to stay cool. And this heat wave is a really good example of that. So in general, in the summer, we use more and bills go up. In addition, this summer on June 1st, the increased prices for electricity went into effect. So not only are we having higher usage because we need air conditioning, but we're also paying more for the electricity we use, which translates into higher bills for many residential customers. However, to help offset the increases stemming from the PJM auction, the Board of Public Utilities is proud to have worked with Governor Murphy, our legislative leadership, and the state's 4 electric utilities to deliver a portfolio of direct bill relief for customer protections this summer. First, earlier this month, a historic $430 million was announced for direct bill relief for all 3.9 million New Jersey residential ratepayers. That means regardless of income, everyone will receive $100 in direct bill assistance this summer to help offset the increase in costs. If you're a qualifying income eligible ratepayer, you will have an additional $150 on top of that $100 directly helping put affordability within reach for those households. We're also here with our utility partners, and we have reached an agreement that will defer $30 from both the July and August bills, so $60 in total in the highest usage months, right? We know July and August are the highest bill months, so $60 in total to lower electric bills and help mitigate the price shock, which will be recovered in the balance, the 6 following months when bills are lower. So slide 3. There we go. Thank you. What does this mean for you, and when will you see this relief applied on your bill? Those are the most important questions we want to get answered today. So as you can see, the $60 bill deferral provided by the utilities will be applied in July and August. Again, those are the highest bill months of the year. That will be repaid between September and February at $10 a month. I want to be very clear. No residential ratepayer will pay any more from these deferrals, not a cent more than they would have otherwise paid in their typical energy bills or electricity bills. So as we mentioned before, the goal of the deferral is to move some of the costs from those higher bill, higher usage months to lower electricity usage and lower bill months to ease the summer high bills for New Jersey ratepayers. Additionally, starting in August, income qualifying ratepayers that were enrolled in the winter termination program will receive a $25 credit monthly on their bill from August through February. And that will result in at least $150, but likely $175 in total. And then lastly, the $100 ratepayer relief to all ratepayers, which came from that $430 million I referenced just a moment ago, will be applied to all ratepayers after the August deferrals end. We're still finalizing the $100 relief and how that will get applied to bills. It's something that has to go before the full Board of Public Utilities, but we anticipate applying that once the August deferral ends to help extend the relief provided by those utility deferrals. So all residential ratepayers served by one of the 4 utilities here today will be receiving the $100 in bill relief regardless of income. So slide 4. Thank you. The assistance does not end with direct bill relief. With our utility partners, they have agreed to prevent electric service shutoffs and suspend reconnection fees for those who were shut off. This is particularly important in the summer when it's hot like it is today. People need their electricity to help stay cool, help run their AC or their fans, and this layer of protection will help residential ratepayers and ease uncertainty that people might have about high bills. So these customer protections will be in effect throughout the summer. And please, if you are at risk of being shut off, please contact your utility. Even if you are not shut off for non-payment, you will have to pay your bill. And so we have a lot of programs available to help support additional opportunities to pay electric bills or utility bills. One of them is the Universal Service Fund. So starting in October, we recently approved an expansion to the Universal Service Fund that will increase bill assistance for electric and gas customers, qualifying electric and gas customers, so that will help to offset some of these supply side increases. So we have now increased both the minimum bill credit that you can receive if you're eligible, and also the maximum bill credit that you can receive. If you think you might be eligible, if you have a question, please contact our customer assistance team, or your utility directly. As of right now, only about 20% of households are currently taking advantage of the USF program, 20% of eligible households. So we really want to make sure that customers know that program is available, and now that it's even been, it'll be increased starting on October 1st to help provide additional assistance. Slide 5. Thank you. So in addition, there are a host of other opportunities to save on your electric bill or on all your utility bills. We at the BPU have been working to develop and expand some of these programs for the last several years. One of them is the Community Solar Program. Regardless of income, the Community Solar Program connects you with solar projects in your utility service territory. And as a subscriber, you receive a guaranteed savings of 15% or more on your electric bill. So you don't have to have solar panels on your roof. We have a community solar project finder that we worked with, that we worked on to help connect customers with solar projects in their utility territory. You can save a minimum of 15%. Some projects have an even higher bill credit. So definitely want to make sure we check out the Community Solar Project Finder. And if you are interested in subscribing to a solar project, again, you don't have to have solar panels on your roof. You just get a bill credit by subscribing. We also have a number of customer assistance programs. I already talked about USF. There's also the Lifeline program, which specifically helps seniors living on a fixed income to manage their energy bills. There's also the PAGE program that's run through NJ Shares, which is for low and moderate income residents to help get support paying their utility bills. All in all, last summer, over $295 million in energy assistance was provided to hundreds of thousands of ratepayers in New Jersey through the BPU and with our partners at DCA. So there are a lot of programs out there. We are doing utility assistance days all over the state. So if you have, any issues filling out the paperwork, we have one this Friday in Bergen County at Cliffside Park at the Head Start. And there's available information on our website. You can find out how to apply for assistance, or you can come to one of these assistance days, or you can call the BPU's customer assistance or your utility to get information. There's also several other opportunities to help reduce bills. One of them is obviously energy efficiency, and reducing your electricity usage is the fastest way to lower your bills. There are a variety of programs, both through the BPU with the Comfort Partners program, which is a program to help income eligible residents with getting energy efficiency upgrades to their home, helps reduce costs, helps to make your home more comfortable. There's also a number of programs from all of our utilities that are not income qualifying. They're available to all ratepayers, and there are a variety of programs from smart thermostats and all kinds of energy efficiency measures that will both make your home more efficient and more comfortable, and also save you money. So that's where I'm going to turn it over to Jane Bergen from PSE&G. And Jane is going to talk to you, and then we'll come back and go to JCP&L. So thank you very much, Jane.
Good afternoon or good evening to everyone. PSE&G, as a senior director here in the customer side, we appreciate the opportunity to highlight some of the things the company is doing and working with others to do. So PSE&G has a long-standing reputation and efforts in the payment assistance arena. And we work very hard to make sure our customers are aware of the programs that are out there. And as the commissioner referred to, there are a lot of customers that are eligible that don't yet take advantage of them. And that, our goal, particularly this summer, as we lean in more to take applications and to be even more active in trying to raise the percentage of the USF customers that take advantage of our programs. So if you look at the bottom left part of this slide, you see some of the upcoming outreach events. And in our outreach events, we highlight not only payment assistance, but also energy efficiency efforts. So obviously, the best way to impact your bill without impacting the quality of your life in your home is to use less, but use less in a way that doesn't impact, that you're not feeling like you're sacrificing. I just highlight a couple of the outreach events there. Tomorrow, there's an energy assistance day at our Camden CSE. We'll have folks there help take applications. And then also the one that was referred to earlier, the BPU Assistance Day in Bergen County. We will have tables there and actively have folks there that could help folks sign up for programs. If you look under the summer relief initiatives, we are definitely, with the summer's challenge, PSE&G has been actively working both internally of what are the things that we can do to help customers as well as with external stakeholders, the BPU and other external stakeholders, a lot of municipal representatives. And so you can see the relief efforts, the $30 bill credits that were referred to before, that will be recovered $10 a month once the summer peak is over. And that is an effort to try and help customers through this first summer of these increased supply costs and to sort of take the peak off of those bills. And then we have the two assistance payments that the state has offered, and then the utilities will be handling these and processing them through the utilities bill. And so the first one, we talked about the $25 a month from August through February, somewhere from $150 to $175. Those are for WTP, winter termination protected customers, and customers that are on, just know that you don't need to do a separate application for this. If you are already receiving assistance or already someone that's protected, you do not have to do anything from an application standpoint. It will be provided to you through your bill. And then the additional $100 to all residential electric customers, regardless of income. And then the company also voluntarily offered a winter termination moratorium extension for the hot summer months of July and September to try and also work to protect more customers. There's a lot of words on here. I would just say there's a lot of other programs, be they EE, whether it's the state's Comfort Partners program, some of the things in our own EE, home weatherization, home energy audits. And there's a lot of these programs that are, if you qualify from an income standpoint, you could potentially have an audit, you could potentially have weather stripping installed or new thermostats. And many of these things are at no cost to the customer. So you really should try and take advantage of some of these programs. There's also a myriad of traditional utility programs, whether that's the flat bill, the equal payment plan, or a DPA if you've gotten somewhat behind. There are a lot of traditional utility programs out there for customers. So I would just say, if you take away one thing from this meeting, I would say, do not let your thought that, oh, I'm a homeowner, I'm not eligible, or I'm a renter, I'm not eligible, or be concerned about, from a pride standpoint, not wanting to ask for help. There are so many programs out there. The worst thing you can do is not reach out. Reach out to your utility, whoever that might be, so that we can fashion the right solution for you, and no one should be, endangered for being shut off. So thanks very much for the time.
Thank you so much. And again, thanks to PSE&G. Thank you to all the utilities, and we're going to go to Andrew Hendry from JCP&L.
All right. Thanks, Madam President. Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Hendry. I work for Jersey Central Power and Light. We're the second largest electric utility in New Jersey. We serve about 1.1 million customers in the central and northern regions of the state. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. But obviously, this is a really important issue. And as the president said, well, it's not the fault of any entity on this call. Energy prices are going up significantly, the cost of the generation, and that's happening as we're entering the time when most of us use a lot more electricity. And anybody can walk outside and see evidence of why that's the case, certainly today. The fact that you're here listening and that we're sort of communicating is going to be sort of the core of my message in terms of what's most important. It's really critical that if you or somebody you know or somebody you love is having trouble paying their bill during this time, get a hold of us. Have them get a hold of us. Communication, and Jane made this point, communication between you and your electric company is going to be key. We're here to help you manage during the summer months, and we work throughout the year as well, as do all the utilities, to provide assistance and also provide programs, the energy efficiency programs that were mentioned earlier, that help you take control of your energy use as well, which is going to be really important. Now, the president and Jane as well went through some of the unique measures that are being taken this summer, given some of the unique circumstances that we're facing. And I won't go through those again. The one point I wanted to emphasize is for that the portion of that arrangement that protects customers from shutoff over the summer months, July, August, September. That's for customers that, as Jane mentioned, are qualified for certain assistance programs, and also that customers that are facing other hardships. So if you're not sure if you qualify for that and you're facing that kind of situation where you feel you're in danger of being shut off, contact us. Find out if you qualify for that, or if you're facing some kind of hardship. That's sufficient under that program. But you have to, again, getting back to communication, you have to communicate with us about that. Real briefly, I also just wanted to let you know what the credit and charge are going to look like on your bill, since that's going to start next month. And that's on the slide, the first bullet on the slide, that's the first and second bullet on the slide that you're seeing. The July and August credits, which are going to be $30 per month, and then the subsequent monthly charges for 6 months, are basically going to show up as a line item on your bill. And the credits in July and August are going to be called electric generation capacity cost deferral, and the charges are going to be called electric generation capacity cost deferral recovery. They're mouthfuls, but I wanted to put that on the slide so when you see them on your bill, you'll recognize that language and know what that's all about. And I also wanted to emphasize the point that the president is making, is that the credit and then the subsequent recovery is all being done at no interest to you. Bill assistance, again, has been touched on, but I really want to emphasize this. We understand there's a lot of reasons that you may not be able to pay your bill. Long-term circumstances, shorter-term circumstances, emergent circumstances, and there are a variety of ways that we can help. As I said before, some of these things are automatic, and some of the credits and the like that you heard from the president are going to be automatic, but not all the assistance is. Some may require you to contact us, and if you're in doubt, reach out, please. We've got a really excellent team that knows all the programs that the state and the company offer and can provide assistance and work with you to craft something that addresses your particular needs, your particular circumstances. There's a lot of programs. Jane had them on her slide. I'm not going to run through them and all the acronyms that you will hear. You don't really need to know. What you need to know is that if you discuss those programs with us, we can work with you to find the programs that you qualify for. These programs provide direct assistance on your utility bills, grants. There's emergency help available through a couple of the programs, and can actually assist with paying off past due balances in arrears that you may have, and helping to prevent disconnection associated with those. Jane made this point. I'm going to make it again. A lot of folks think they may not qualify, but the income eligibility limits for a number of these programs might surprise you. So please look into them. Please reach out. And another point I wanted to emphasize is that this is all done confidentially. Your privacy throughout this process is paramount to us. We don't share this information. The application and the assistant process is confidential. So we want you to have that confidence as well. And that's true for all the utilities. Now, again, as the president mentioned, even if you don't qualify for one of the specific assistance programs, we have a number of ways that we can help you with your bill. Budget billing was mentioned. That is an important resource because that can help smooth out those summer spikes and help you, see a smoother path to better plan your budget based upon the bills that you will be getting from month to month. We have deferment plans for active duty military members. I think important for us to mention is we have the joint base in our territory at JCP&L. And there are programs for folks that have critical medical needs as well. You may have heard of Linda's Law. So we have programs as well for people that have specific medical needs for which shutoffs would cause them issues with their health. But I'm going to reiterate, the most important thing you can do is reach out to us. So on the left-hand side of the screen, or at least on my left, is our number for bill assistance and the webpage. For those who might be listening on the phone, I'll read out the number. It's 1-800-662-3115. And then we also have the link to the form on our website. Now, I just really quickly also wanted to touch on the point that that was made by Jane and the president as well about the importance of energy efficiency, or EE, as you may hear. The best way to manage your bill is to take control of how much you use. Something you'll hear in our industry a lot is the cheapest unit of electricity is the one you don't use in the first place. And we realize it's difficult to think about taking some of the steps to become more energy efficient on a day like this when it's boiling outside. But first of all, there are simple steps you can take, sort of tips that we send out to customers. All the companies do this, things like using fans and remembering that fans cool people, not rooms. So turn them off when you leave the room. Same goes for window AC units, closing your blinds that face the sun during the day, trying to do your laundry and your dishwashing in the evening or the early morning. If you got a grill like I do, if you're able to grill outside on a hot day like today, instead of cooking in your kitchen and heating up your house that way. All these kind of things can make a difference on a day like today. Those are sort of the simple, easy steps. You can also make a bigger impact by taking on some bigger projects, but we're here to help with that. All the companies have very robust programs to help their customers be more energy efficient. Again, Jane went through some examples of that. A lot of the companies offer the same types of programs, so I won't go through those. But here again, communication with us is key. You got to get a hold of us if you're interested. And on the right-hand side of my screen is the phone number where you can get a hold of us to learn about our energy efficiency programs, as well as an email and a web link. I'll read out the phone number for those who may be on the phone and not see the screen. It is 1-855-449-3090. Basically, the program can hook you up with a contractor. They come out to an assessment of some type. You may qualify for up to $6,000 in rebates. For amounts over that, you can qualify for no interest financing to cover the rest of the work. So that's a way to save yourself on your energy bill that we've all partnered in. And again, all the utilities have really robust programs for energy efficiency. So that's really all I had to say. Thank you all for taking time out of your schedules to be here. Thank you to the board. And we wish all of our customers the best. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, JCP&L. Moving over to Susan DeVito.
One sec, I just lost my slide here, what I was reading from. Why can't I find it here?
We'll give Susan a second. I failed to say Susan.
Oh, here it is, sorry.
City Electric.
Okay, thank you. Apologize for that. So, good evening. My name is Susan DeVito. I'm the Director of Pricing and Regulatory Services for Atlantic City Electric. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to be here today with President Gould-Sadovy and the representatives from the other electric utilities here in New Jersey. Currently, we're operating in a moment of historic change for our industry, marked by rising energy demand, tighter energy supply, and a major shift towards a more energy efficient future. This transition brings both opportunity and challenges, from the need to modernize our infrastructure, securing supply, to ensure energy remains reliable and affordable for our customers in the Garden State. Amid all this change, one thing stays the same, that our commitment to supporting our customers every day. This ongoing heat wave is a timely reminder that the recent supply cost increases have come at a challenging time as summer has officially arrived in New Jersey. While Atlantic City Electric and the other New Jersey utilities do not control the supply prices, we do have a responsibility to do everything we can to support our customers, especially those most in need. With this in mind, we're proud to announce launching our new Atlantic City Electric Customer Relief Fund beginning in early July. This fund will provide up to $300 in energy assistance grants to eligible limited to moderate income customers, providing much needed relief at a critical time. This is all made possible by a one-time contribution from our parent company, Exelon, to our nonprofit partner Shares, which has extensive experience in assisting customers in South Jersey. Enrollment for this program opens in early July, and we'll be working closely with Shares and our other partners to make sure that assistance reaches those who need it the most. For updates and information on how to apply, I encourage you to visit atlanticcityelectric.com/relief. So beyond this fund, which is what the other utilities have been talking about, we're proud to align ourselves with the board and the other New Jersey utilities to offer meaningful relief this summer, including suspending service disconnections for our eligible customers, waiving the reconnection fees, offering extended payment plans, and providing the deferred credits to offset costs during these high summer usage months, as has been mentioned by President Gould-Sadovi and the other EDCs. While these might seem like short-term solutions, we're wholeheartedly committed to working with the government leaders and regulatory officials towards long-term solutions for energy affordability. These measures complement our existing efforts available to make it easier for customers to manage their bills, including budget billing, which provides a predictable monthly payment based on your electricity usage from the last 12 months. There's high usage alerts, which customers can sign up for when their usage is trending higher than normal to help manage overall energy use. Customers can also sign up for energy management tips to help customers manage energy usage and save money now and on future energy bills. For a full list of energy assistance and energy efficiency programs, please visit Atlantic City Electric's new bill support page at atlanticcityelectric.com/bill support. There's all kinds of information that customers can go out to and research. And as Andrew mentioned and Jane mentioned, please reach out to our call centers and get information there as well. We also are hosting and supporting several community engagement events to offer in-person customer support, which will be available through our bill support page. To close, again, I would like to thank President Gould-Sadovi and the board for providing this opportunity to educate customers on all things in motion to provide relief for New Jerseyans this summer. I truly believe our impact is great when we work together and we show up for our customers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to ACE. We're going to close with Jeanette Espino from Rockland Electric. And Jeanette, there we are.
Yes, good evening, President Gould-Sadovi and fellow colleagues, as well as customers. My name is Janet Espino, and I am the Vice President of Customer Service for Rockland Electric Company, also known as RECO. Access to clean, reliable, and affordable energy is a guiding principle of RECO. Our most vulnerable customers should not have to choose between paying their utility bill and paying for food, rent, medical bills, and other necessities. In addition to the programs and incentives that we offer our customers year-round to help maintain affordable bills, we are proud to work with the New Jersey BPU, the Division of Rate Counsel, and the other New Jersey electric utilities on new opportunities to mitigate bill impacts for customers during this year's summer peak months, some of which you have heard already. RECO stays and takes tremendous pride in our ability to work with our customers to lower their bills, particularly in the summer. This includes our customer service representatives, connecting eligible customers to state and federally funded assistance programs, as well as RICO's extensive energy efficiency programs. This summer, we also are in the midst of promoting BPU-approved clean energy programs designed to help customers achieve substantial energy savings. RICO is investing $55 million into these programs between 2025 and 2027. These programs are strategically designed to benefit all of our customers, particularly low to moderate income customers. Some examples are the Whole Home Energy Solutions Program, which is a comprehensive in-home energy assessment that provides up to $6,000 in rebates for energy efficiency upgrades and no interest financing to pay off any remaining costs for upgrades. This program is available to all of our RICO customers. The other program is the Home Weatherization for Income Qualified program, which provides qualified customers with a free energy assessment of their homes. Based on the results of the assessment, customers may be eligible for direct installation of energy efficiency products at no cost, as well as energy education to help them better understand their electric usage pattern, practices, and are able to take actions. This program is available for low to moderate income customers. And finally, Comfort Partners, which you've heard a little bit about already, helps income-eligible homeowners reduce their energy bills by implementing cost-effective measures that save energy and money. Customers may receive a comprehensive in-home energy audit, energy savings home improvements by a certified contractor, energy education, and an energy action plan. Comfort Partners is available to any household that meets the state's requirements for the program. Both the Home Weatherization and Comfort Partners programs include additional funding to cover the costs to remediate health and safety improvements in the home. In addition, income qualified customers in need of bill assistance can enroll in the Universal Service Fund program and receive monthly bill credits to keep their energy costs below the 6% energy burden. And you've heard that there are improvements there in terms of being able to provide additional assistance through that program. Beyond these programs, we also direct our customers to our online marketplace. So at RICO, we have the My ORU store, which features energy efficiency products like LED bulbs and rebates for thermostats, power strips, dehumidifiers, and much more. Lastly, which you've heard from my colleagues tonight, we encourage our customers to manage their energy usage as the most effective means of controlling costs. With the help of smart meters, RICO customers have access to detailed daily usage information, high bill alerts, and tips on how to avoid high bills. The company provides customers with weekly reports summarizing their usage. As part of our summer outreach initiative through bill inserts, customer emails, and social media, we educate our customers about all of these programs and offers. I encourage all RICO customers to visit ORU.com, click on Save with Rebates and Incentives under the Renters and Homeowners section, then click on New Jersey Customers to learn more about all these incredible programs and money-saving opportunities. And like all of my colleagues have mentioned, really reach out to us. We're happy to speak to all of our customers and assist in any way that we can to partner our customers with those programs and what's available to make life easier for you. So thank you.
Thanks, Janet. So again, thank you very much to all of the utilities. I think what we want to make sure that all of the customers and all the ratepayers in New Jersey know is that both BPU and the utilities are here to help. As we mentioned, we're providing direct ratepayer relief, additional ratepayer relief for income eligible customers, as well as all of the programs that the utilities outlined and that I talked about. So we know that no one likes to see their bill go up I myself I'm a ratepayer as well. I don't want to see my bill go up either, and we understand that rate increases are not welcome news, but we are here to help to provide this direct ratepayer relief. That's a short-term solution. We're working on a host of other long-term solutions to help bring down costs going forward. So thank you so much for everything. And please stay cool, stay safe, and please take advantage of the programs that are available. Thank you for your time. Thanks everyone. Have a good evening.